Hey team, this is Nishan. So I wanted to do this video to kind of give you guys some insight on fixing your finances to accomplish your goals. So a lot of times we get into this process depending on how you work and how you make money. And your money making cycle, which is how it is, like, some people get paid every 2 weeks, some people get paid every week, some people get paid on commission, like depending on how your money income cycle works, can really vary how your mind is adapted to accomplishing financial goals and like your finances period. And then there's a factor of your upbringing, like where you came from in regards to your finances and people talking about money. So a lot of us that come from a 9 to 5 background or college educated, or you can be a hustler. Like most of us are really not taught much about our finances and how to change our money income cycles to help us accomplish certain goals. So that's one of the things that I learned. So guys, I'm a financial coach, a real estate investor, and I work in production with video production. So I've really learned over the last 8 years of owning multiple businesses, how to kind of change up and how your income systems and income thoughts behind your financial plans change, and how they have to change in order for you to accomplish certain goals. So I came from working for CTA, which is the Chicago Transit. So I kind of had a good job, and every 2 weeks I know I was going to get paid. And then I moved to corporate America and worked at DeVry University. So I knew what it was like to kind of have like the secured um, 9 to 5 every 2 weeks. And then I became self-employed. Like I wanted to go and really take a risk and pursue my passion in production. I never took a risk. I've never really, ventured out on creating my own business. And my wife and I, a couple of years later, created several businesses of involving financial services and real estate investing primarily. And so that changed my money system, because my income systems, because now I wasn't guaranteed every 2 weeks and I had to find a way to make money. And it was like really different because I was doing production and graphic design and video, like logos and music videos, and just certain just things production wise I was learning. And then I was also like helping people get educated on the financial services that I was learning. But it was really difficult to figure out that how to make the adjustment with my financial my finances compared to what goals I had in mind, and what things I wanted to do. So fast forward, guys, I started to understand, well, I'm going to rewind. So one of the things that really like helped me learn about like fixing my finances is when I got married. And this is before I was self-employed, before we ran our own businesses. It was like us 9 to 5 working. And at this time, we didn't have no other income systems besides the jobs. And we didn't want to go get second jobs. So we had to like really budget and change our whole way of living for a certain amount of time to accomplish the goal of paying for our wedding. So one of the things that my wife and I really wanted to do was have our own wedding, and we wanted to pay for everything ourselves. Like we, I joke about this because I was like, man, what's the tradition where the bride family pays, right? And now I know some people that had that luxury. I didn't, but that's another situation. So the thing that me and her prided ourselves on was paying for our own wedding, and we didn't have any other income systems besides our two jobs. So in a matter of about a year, like going like probably like 9 months, like I got injured, so it set everything back. And then I got back to work, and then we were like, okay, this is when we're going to get things done. Guys, we started budgeting and looking at our finances, and that really changed everything, because it was the first time we really saw how much money we were spending and what we were spending our money on. Like we really was tracking it, because prior to that, we had it. You know, every other week we were broke, like most people that live paycheck to paycheck, but we had the money, like it was fine, you know. But at this point, we need to save. We need to figure out something. So we found out how much money we were spending on like fast food, how much money we were spending on going out to a club or going out to a bar or just the movies, just our spending habits, okay? Blockbuster, renting movies, right? Just looking at all the different things that how we were moving back then in our finances. And so we went like 6 months, guys, of just eating turkey sandwiches, eating chili and spaghetti as we saved up money to get married. I was blessed that we were able to get married, go on our honeymoon, and accomplished our goal. But it started off with us fixing our finances. And one of the things that is key to fixing your finances is, number one, is budgeting, like honest budgeting. And it really comes, budgeting comes with tracking. And so I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna say tracking is number one. So start tracking your money. Like, go today, guys, and take a notebook. I'm an advocate of notebooks, even though you can put it into a computer, but like it's nothing like writing it down, right? And go and find out what in the last 30 days have you spent your money on. And then those of you guys are self-employed, those hustlers that's like making money through cash or, Cash App or Zelle, guys, go get a notebook. Every time you spend money, track it right now. And if for those of you guys that are self-employed and your money cycle is like fast money, or you're not tracking it, whether you're like a mechanic or a barber, somebody that's making cash, like it's really vital for you to buy a notebook and write those things down daily and just track it for a week. Track your stuff for about a week. For everyone else that has like works a 9 to 5, it's going to be a little bit easier for you because you can just go to your bank statements and different things and like write down all the stuff. So now it's giving you an idea of how much money you spend and what you're spending your money on. And sometimes you'd be surprised because you're like, man, I only made this much, but I spent this much. So where did this other money come from, right? So it's a good idea to start tracking your money so you know what everything is. Now you can go and start cutting things back on like your spending habits and your lifestyle. You have to change your lifestyle in order to accomplish a goal. And that's part of our finances, is a part of our lifestyle. So I had to eat turkey sandwiches for 6 months until I was able to pay for my wedding. But that was the circumstances and the sacrifice that I made to actually accomplish my goal. And so you're going to have to go and change some things about your lifestyle and how you operate. So if you have these spending habits that you see and you can track, now you can start cutting those things back. So if you're a Starbucks person and you drink Starbucks twice a day, you know how that can add up. So now you need to be able to adjust that where like, oh, I can drink Starbucks once a day, right? Or, depending on how willing you're able to sacrifice and how important that goal is. Now, budgeting. So after you're able to track your money and see how much money is coming in, how much money is going out, now you need to budget. And that's what I mean about like adjusting your lifestyle, because you need to be able to kind of cut things back and set a set budget on what you're going to be spending, because you're often going to be saving for something. I mean, this is important, guys, when you guys have a financial goal or a goal like buying a house or paying off debt. Like if you have those type of goals, you're going to have to really go and start budgeting out things and changing your lifestyle to go with the budget that you currently have. Now, this is not easy. I'm going to tell you guys, like most people are going to start at the beginning of this year with goals, and before the end of the month, they're not going to have anything set up. So it's going to be really vital for you to like stick to something that's realistic and making that lifestyle change. But it's going to have to be something that you're definitely going to have to change. So after you guys are done budgeting, you're going to be able to see, okay, where my money is allocated from and where it's coming from and what I can cut back. So now it becomes a game of discipline and patience, because if you're not the type of person that can find that's willing to go get a second job or find additional hustles to bring in money, you have to go with just the money that you have. And if that's the case, you just have to be disciplined and give yourself the time that you know that the money is going to be able to add up. So if you had a 6-month goal, a 7-month goal, a year goal, know that you're going to be in this for this amount. Doing these things will dramatically increase your chance of accomplishing your goals, but it all starts with 1, tracking your money, 2, budgeting, and then 3, being disciplined and patient, because it's going to take time. Guys, I hope that this video has given you a lot of value and stuff to think about. Please like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.